All right, back in January 2021, Uganda had an election that honestly shook the entire region. I mean, we are talking about tear gas in the streets, the internet completely shut down, and a whole generation basically saying enough is enough. And now, 5 years later, we are about to do this all over again, except this time, the stakes are even higher. Here's the thing though, 75% of Uganda's population is under 30. So this isn't just your typical election. This is literally a battle between generations, between people saying, let's keep what we have built, and others screaming, we need something completely different. So, yeah, grab your waragi or whatever you're drinking, because what's about to go down in Uganda could literally shape an entire country and may even change how we think about democracy in Africa. So let's dive in. Okay, so who are we actually talking about here? Let me introduce you to the main players. First up, we got President Yoweri Museveni. You've probably seen pictures of him always wearing that signature hat. Yeah, that guy. Not that guy, that guy. So Museveni came into power back in 1986 after the guerrilla war. And to be fair, when he took over, Uganda was kind of a mess. He promised stability, and honestly, he delivered on a lot of that. The country saw economic growth, better infrastructure, things started working again. But, and this is a big but, the man is 81 years old. He's been president for 40 years. Let that sink in for a second. He's been in charge longer than 3/4 of the country has even been alive. His whole campaign is basically protect what we've built. He's got strong support in rural areas. He's talking about oil money coming from newly discovered reserves, and he's saying experience matters, especially right now. But wait, there's more, because there is this whole other storyline happening. Meet General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. That's Museveni's son, y'all. He's got a pretty high-ranking military position, and he's super active on Twitter or X, like sometimes a little too active and too literal, and a lot of too, huh? And everyone's asking the same question. Is Museveni setting up his son to take over? Is this his last campaign, or are we looking at a potential dynasty situation here? Nobody really knows, and that mystery is making everything even more intense. Now, on the complete opposite side, we've got Bobi Wine, real name Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Before he got into politics, this guy was a massive superstar. I'm talking sold out concerts, hits everywhere, but his music wasn't just party songs. He was literally singing about poverty, corruption, the struggles regular people face every day. Then in 2017, he decided to run for parliament and he won. People were shocked. Here's this musician who suddenly showed he could actually get young people to care about politics to get out and vote. Fast forward to 2021, he starts his own party, the National Unity Platform, and goes straight for presidency. Officially, he lost, but if you talk to his supporters, they tell you he won the people, even if he didn't win the count. Now, he is 43, and to millions of young Ugandans, he's not just a politician, he's basically their voice. He's talking about jobs, internet freedom, ending corruption, all the stuff young people are desperate for. His message is pretty simple. This country belongs to all of us, not just one family or one generation. And that message is resonating big time. You might be wondering, elections happens all the time, right? What makes this one so intense? Well, there are three big reasons why 2026 election is different. First off, Uganda is young, like really young. The average age is 16. Half the country literally wasn't even born when Yoweri Museveni became president. And these young people, they are not just sitting around. They are on social media, They are connected to the rest of the world and they are frustrated. Youth unemployment is over 70%. You think about that, getting a university degree doesn't even guarantee you will find a job anymore. So when they look at Bobi Wine, they don't just see a candidate, they see themselves. They see someone who actually understands what they are going through and they are ready to show up in massive numbers. Second thing, nobody knows if this is actually Museveni's last election. Is he planning to hand things over to his son? Will we see Uganda's first father-to-son presidential transition? The fact that no one has a clear answer is driving people crazy. It's creating all this tension and speculation, and it's making the opposition even more determined. And third, this campaign has been rough, like really, really rough. Opposition rallies keep getting shut down. Bobi Wine himself being arrested multiple times. Journalists are getting harassed. Remember 2021 when they turned off the internet for days? Yeah, people are worried that's gonna happen again. The government says it's about keeping things secure, and critics say it's about keeping control. So there's been violence too. People have gotten hurt. The whole atmosphere is just tense. You can feel it. And the rest of the world is watching, asking, is this going to be a fair election, or we are about to witness the 2021 all over again? But look, beyond all the political drama, there are real people with real problems waiting to see what happens. The cost of living has shot up. Regular families are struggling to afford basics, groceries, fuel, the school fees. Everything's gotten more expensive. Jobs are scarce, especially for young people. You've got all these graduates with degrees and nowhere to go. Corruption is still eating away at everything. Hospitals don't have medicines, schools don't have enough teachers, infrastructures crumbling in a lot of places. But here's the thing, Uganda just found oil. We're talking about billions of dollars potentially. The big question is, who's going to manage that money? Is it going to help everyday people or just make rich people richer? So you've got this split. Museveni's support is strong in rural areas. Older folks who remember how bad things were before, who just want things to stay stable. Bobi Wine got the cities on lockdown. Young people, urban workers, people who feels like Uganda's potential is being completely wasted. This isn't just about two guys who want to be president. It's about two completely different ideas of what Uganda should look like going forward. So right now, as we are talking, final campaign rallies are happening. Candidates are making their last speeches. People are making up their minds, or at least trying to. January 15, polling stations open across the country. Millions of people are going to vote, and yeah, the whole world is going to be watching. Everyone is asking the same question. Will things stay peaceful, or will violence break out? Will the internet stay on this time? Will people accept the results, or are we looking at major protests? The competition has never been this close. The stakes have never been this high. And honestly, nobody really knows this is going to end. So, here's what I want to ask you. Can the younger generation actually take over and do things differently? Or does experience matter too much to risk it? Thank you for watching. This has been African Decode.